Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi guys, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome to the stream. I am on newborns again. I think I fixed the ad situation, so if that is better, you let me know. And it's sunny right now, but there have been a few confirmed tornadoes in the area, so keep an eye on what's going on behind me. Let me know if I need to take cover. I'm a Midwesterner though, so I basically don't take cover anymore. That's okay. The first siren is to go out and look at the sky siren anyway. Okay, so we are coming to the tail end of the baby boom here for my studio, and I'm wrapping up this session. I think I'm going to open a few more because I like to get in the zone and just go ham. Baby was sleeping. We're starting to anyway. 6:03. Okay. So 3:05, and then right here at 10. 12 and 14. I love all the little expressions. I like to keep as many different expressions as the baby gives me. Oh, the elusive open eye smile. Oh, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Gosh, right in a row. That basically never happened. I can't pick. That's why I end up with enormous galleries. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this off because I'm opening like 400. Okay, I'm gonna open these and get going. So what's everybody up to today? Busy. It seems like not only photographers, all the small business owners that I know, all the small businesses are really busy right now, which is awesome. Um, Kind of surprising right now, but I'll take it. I think we'll all take it. Bumping up the busy season. I think everybody's a little on edge about how this fall is going to look. And so this is a nice bit of confidence we can have. I don't have music again. I think I got the ads fixed. I have not ventured into finding new music because like I said, I've been really busy. So that's next on my list as far as Twitch is concerned. And hopefully we can find something in the background. I know that not everybody cares about music, but I do deeply. I'm not used to quiet. I've got too many kids to be used to quiet. And I'm just kind of a loud person in general. So, like I said, we're coming to the tail end of the long running streak of newborn girls, and this was our first boy. I don't know why I'm using plural R, just mine in the studios, I guess. um, and 17 babies. The first 16 were girls. 17 recent babies, like in the last. couple months. So I like all these early summer, late spring, early summer babies. That is I feel like that's a really good time to have babies. Anytime's a good time to have babies. But that makes birthday parties fun and easy, and the weather is good, except for tornadoes. If you're Midwestern, you probably don't care that much. You just get used to it. What is the natural disaster in your area that everybody's just kind of like, oh, okay, another hurricane? I don't know. Hurricanes are a little different because you have to like leave. I feel like that's kind of a big deal, but that's because I'm not used to hurricanes. It's volcanic eruptions. That seems like a big deal. Earthquake. I don't know. I think we've had some smaller earthquakes, but not anything life changing. So if I lived somewhere else, that might be more of a concern. I'm going to give this a nice tight crop since we've got a real similar one. And then I can just go in and I'm going to take the stylus and clean up the sensor dust. And I was supposed to get on yesterday because I needed to get this session edited, and I just needed a couple hours off. I was just at capacity. I don't know. In the fall, I kind of expect that level of craziness on the schedule, but this time of year is usually pretty quiet with everybody going on vacation and all that good stuff. So I love that I'm very grateful that it's not quiet, but I just needed to reset, get a little downtime. And now this baby with his big bright eyes needs to be edited. So here we are. And I'm actually going to shift this light just a little bit because I want more focus on his eyes. And there it is. So I'm going to bump a little more warmth back into the darkened image because I drained that color. I drained that warmth. And I want it to all match nicely. So there we are. It's pouring down rain and sunny right now, which is kind of unusual. Just a little touch of light there. So I won't obsess too much. And then when somebody orders a large print, a wall print, or an album or something, then I'll go over it with a fine tooth comb. I actually got a 24 by 30. You can see the top of it right here, leaning up against the wall. It's a client image, and it was one of the composites that I worked on. And I'm not going to share it because I want her to be the first one to see it, but it is so gorgeous, and I cannot wait to share that final product. That's the most rewarding thing. Well, it's one of the most rewarding things because there are a lot. But it's one of the most rewarding things to just see it all come together and have a full entire artwork go on somebody's wall that's going to mean a lot to them. And I absolutely am thrilled. And that also happens to be one of the images, the composite images that went through my major competitions and it merited at district and has moved on to IPC. So I have to be careful showing it too much. I mean, obviously I edited the whole thing on here, but I don't think there are a lot of PPA judges. with the exception of low base, and he is not at all interested in judging for PPA anymore. So I think I'm pretty well safe on here, but you never know. So I'll just try to be extra cautious. But I really hope that I can share that final product like hanging on their wall or something because it's just so cool. And I'm going to lower this brightness just a touch, hopefully not enough that it might actually need to be warmed up a little. Yeah, it does. Especially with the red channel in his face where he's stressing. Oh, that looks so much nicer warmed up. Now I might need to look at these other greens and see if they need a little bump while I'm still in the vicinity. So this one I just did. Oh, that one's decent. Okay. Those two could use some for sure. We'll just give those a little bump. And then we can proceed with the other ones. Now this family didn't want a lot of pictures. They just want a few that are special, which I have a little problem with keeping it small, as I've demonstrated here many times. So they'll just have to pick their favorites and leave the rest behind because I can't do anything a little bit. I have to be all in. But I did control myself a little in comparison with some of my more recent newborn sessions. A little bit more, like maybe this will be half probably the images that the last one was, but I feel pretty confident in saying the second to last newborn session that I photographed was the largest gallery I have ever delivered. It was a monster. It was like 163 images. That's two good sized galleries. But it was a friend from college, and I have no regrets. I would do it again in a heartbeat. So I like his little expression here, so that's why I kept this one, even though it's not really a traditional. And I have some really I have really exciting work news coming up, and I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it yet, but as soon as I can talk about it, I will talk about it here because I am so excited. But I don't want to jump the gun on that. All right, this little bear ready to move on. Okay. There were two kind of like this, so I want to make sure, like, okay, so it's this one, little Popeye face, and this one. I guess they're not really all that similar. His facial expressions, I just can't. All right, I'm gonna keep them all. And then the family, because sometimes in those different expressions, the families will see the personality that I can't know. I'm just a photographer. So I'm going to give them the opportunity to see which one is more him. And then you look back at these pictures in 5 or 10 years and see really loud parts of their personality that you didn't know that's what it was going to be yet, which I love. I do that with my own kids all the time. Think about traits they had as babies and then go, okay, it all makes sense now. That was the first sign that they were fill in the blank. It sure is quiet on Twitch today. I think there are a lot of people streaming right now. maybe everybody is busy too, which I love for my fellow small business owners. I've been working on my visual storytelling for next week, and I'm really excited about that. I've got some new stuff. I've given this presentation before, and I've got some new stuff that's going to make it a little different. And same principles, of course, for the most part, but we are going to have a good time in the South, and I'm excited. We're going to make a little detour, take my kids to the Shiloh battlefield. I grew up going to battlefields. My dad is a Civil War historian, and so I knew Gettysburg as well as I knew anywhere growing up. And I'm doing the same thing to my kids. I'm not as knowledgeable as my dad on that stuff. I more lean toward World War II stuff. And I find the culture side of history fascinating. He's more the uh, strategy guy. Okay. So I feel like we're good on the weather. I mean, I'm no expert, but it never seemed that bad. But there was a rotation. They said to take cover, and that was like maybe 2 miles from my house. I remember in high school there was a tornado, and you could see it across. We were up on a hill. I was at a friend's house, and they just kept drilling out. You just watched it go by. It was a pretty safe distance away, and I don't think they had a basement anyway, so I don't know what the plan was. But the plan was to grill out. Mission accomplished. I changed my settings midway through this green, and um, I wish I had kept it with these deeper, richer settings. I like that a little bit more. It's personal preference. I mean, they're both fine. I just, in seeing them up on screen, I prefer little peely baby skin. Clean it up a little bit, but I don't want to smooth it out like it's an Instagram filter or something. I want to maintain the newbornness of it. What's everybody got going on? It's Wednesday, which for some reason for like 2 weeks I've been mixed up on what day it is. It just doesn't feel like Wednesday should feel, I guess. I have Winglow Sweet Cherries stuck in my head. I could not begin to tell you why. It's just the way it is. And babies lately have been giving me some fun expressions. I need to tuck some of these away for marketing. Low base, how's it going? Is it? I don't know what to do about that. I guess maybe I need to order a different mic. I'll yell. I think I got the ads fixed. Mm, my watch keeps squeaking on my stylus. I don't know what happened with the mic thing because it was totally fine, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. I thought the mic had gone bad, so I ordered a new one, and it is the same deal. So I don't know. I'm looking. I know. I don't know. I guess I'll have to look into that. But hopefully I got the ads fixed. Baby steps. It was just like one day it just stopped working. So now I have three of the same mics and they're not the problem. I guess that's good. That's good to have backup. Everybody else having tornadoes tonight? It's actually beautiful and sunny right now, but sometimes that's not a good sign. Lived through enough tornadoes to know that. Okay, I'm like obsessing with all the little baby dry skin. Your house is underwater. Is that figuratively? Probably not in this market. It's like impossible. I can't decide between this baby's expressions. I have to take them all. And you just have to listen to my clicks instead of music. I need music. I need to fix my mic. I think I got ads fixed. I hope I did. That'd be one less thing. This baby is slowly raising his fist to his chin. Baby senior portrait. Now he's waving. His little Popeye action. He just wanted, the whole time, he just wanted to stretch out. And this is what happens when you finally let him stretch out. He went straight limb. A lot of thunder for it being sunny out. So if I'm going to shoot snakes, if I'm going to photograph snakes in South Carolina, then are you going to photograph a newborn? That's what I need to know. I gotta get this song out of my head. A newborn snake. You have to swaddle them and put them in little rompers. I'm going to give this a different crop because I feel like it. Artistic license. Well, even though I don't have music, I do have music stuck in my head, but it's never, it's not usually a good song. If you could pick to have one song stuck in your head all the time, what would you pick? That's a tall order. I kind of do where I get stuck on one song and listen to it over and over and over, and it drives my husband nuts. But I don't have one right now. All right. Love that blanket. That's probably my favorite blanket for a newborn. Actually, I don't think it's an actual blanket. I think it's just fabric. And I kept that in case I wanted to put that in somewhere else, but I don't think I need to. Oops. Let's see how many we've got in the old newborn gallery right now. We have 105. See, I'm not good at keeping it small and simple. That's not something I do well. I wonder what's wrong with my mic. Maybe I need like to hold it like Bob Barker. Do people even know who Bob Barker is anymore? I feel like probably not. I made my kids watch the Bozo Show not too long ago on YouTube because I wanted them to see what I would watch when I'd stay home sick from school. And I didn't realize that Cookie the Clown was drunk all the time. That was a fun surprise. Did not remember that as a kid. It was way less exciting as a grown up. And my kids were like, that's what you watched. Wow. In your defense, why are you defensive? What's happening? I gotta do that one too. 652. I need Overshooters Anonymous. Hey, Queen Zoe. Welcome. Thank you. Hmm. I can't with his expressions. I can't narrow him down. His mama's chat delay ruined the joke. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just slow. It is Wednesday, I'm told. Does not feel like Wednesday. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna edit all of them, all the pictures. Here we go. 7, 4. All right, these should be. There shouldn't be a whole boatload of these. I really don't ever intend to do this where I present absurdly large galleries. It really is. It's a problem. I have a problem. And while I admit it, I'm not going to change anything. I can't help myself. Because that's basically the same. Oh, it's Thursday. Well, see, I'm always right. Where are you from? I don't know which direction to go where it's tomorrow. What news do we have? You're like a time traveler. And actually, it could very well be Thursday here. I'm not terribly confident. My phone says it's Wednesday, but that could not always be the case. I'll never get used to not having music. Never. And I keep thinking that that's going to be the last one I open. And now I forgot the number. So 3 newborn galleries this week, and they were 112, 163, and now this one, I'm like I'm almost maybe 3/4 of the way through, and I'm at 107. Now the family ones, there won't be as many. There won't be a huge variety because I just need mom and baby and dad and baby, and there won't be. But he gives such good expressions. That's it's the baby's fault. It's not my fault. He's the one given variety. So he likes that moon. Oh, hold on. I don't want to save that because I just saw mom's hand in there. All right, kind of a tricky spot. We'll lose the texture for sure, but that's okay because we can't have Australia. I would try to do an accent, but it would be bad. But I bet you do have a cool accent. My kid is going to soccer camp and it's a British man is running it and I could listen to his accent forever. It's so pretty. Mm. All right. So then once I get this main section out, I'm going to go a little bit larger and then a smaller opacity and just kind of give it that fuzziness back. And take away some of that dark shadow. There we go. That'll do. And then just maybe he actually has really pretty skin. And then he's got a little passy line. That's what I need. I feel like my Twitch channel would be a lot more interesting if I had a cool accent. That's the hard part of combining Southern Indiana and Chicago into what's happening right here. Not what anybody would choose. And the tornadoes don't make it all that more enticing. So what is your natural disaster? What is your weather thing that Australians are used to? What part of Australia? Not that I don't really know Australia, but humor me. And low base, if he's still here, he is South Carolina. So what do you guys get? Like you get maybe a hurricane or two. I don't think you get tornadoes. Do you get tornadoes? I'm going with no. You're invisible. What what's happening? It's like superpowers. I need a movie recommendation. You need to watch. I feel like since COVID happened, we've watched every movie that exists. And I've slept through a fair amount of them, but I feel like if I was going to sleep through it, then it probably wasn't worth trying again. Especially during lockdown. 'Cause it's not like I was that tired. We didn't do anything. I like the other ones better, so I'm gonna cut that one. And I like the other ones better too because that's a yawn. And I'm just gonna copy this and see if we can make it a nice, easy. Maybe. I don't know if you can hear my girls giggling down there, but there's some kind of party going on. Okay, so the top is good. The bottom is not perfect, but because that's a different time, it might be worth just cheating a little. And then I'm going to go super small. Not that small, just kidding. And that was on the wrong layer, so I'm going to undo that. Okay. Just make sure we get all of him. Oh, he's got a whole foot over here. So we'll go. My blankets and stuff got moved in the sitting down as a baby. And keep all the little fuzzies and keep that texture. So next week, I will be down south presenting visual storytelling to a few different guilds, and I'm going to try to stream just like from my phone or from my laptop. Just maybe some little short streams, just kind of check in and do something a little different. All right, let's see. Did we get everything? We gotta clean this. I'm gonna go ahead and flatten it though. Oh, thank you. I super duper love it. Can I be shameless and say follow me on on Instagram and follow me on Twitch? Are you a photographer? Can I just call you Queen? Not a lot. There are a lot of photographers on Twitch, but not a lot of newborn photographers or portrait, traditional portrait. I see some fashion and macro, but I'm very new to Twitch, not to photography. Oh, weirdness going on here. Okay. So I'm still going to keep it small because I don't want to And I might do kind of a painterly finish on that. Oh, okay. What's your specialty? All right, so I'm going to run this basics action that I built last week. Different stuff than what I do. Gotcha. Kind of hard to see, actually. There we go. I haven't used this blue blanket in a long time. We hand painted this backdrop. Oh, transportation. Okay, that's cool. I have actually seen some, I guess it depends what you mean by transportation, but I have seen some other light painting and type like auto photographers. Oh, cool. I'd love to see your work if you want to share it. Are you a streamer as well? No, there's a countdown going on downstairs. That's not usually going to end well. I had this backdrop. Um, it's hand painted on like a felt. It was just like an extra fabric we had laying around. So we messed around and really liked it. And I used it a ton years ago, and I haven't used it in a while. But the client wanted specifically a picture that I had on display. You don't stream, okay? So I got this out to use again, and it's kind of fun to have been away from it for a while and then get to bring it out and try something new. I'm super hungry. I feel like I probably say that every single stream. Talk about how hungry I am. But I like food. Share it. Let's see your work. I love seeing some different work, different genre than or style or anything than what I create. I mean, I like seeing the same too. I just haven't seen a lot um, on Twitch so far. All right, now I do want to play around with this a little bit. I know that I should just buckle down and like and get the session complete, but that's just not what I do. I got to go all in. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this and first go in and burn. All right, first we're going to take a break here. And oh, wait, before I do that, can I share your work on screen? I don't want to do it without your permission, but you let me know and then we're off to the races. Oops, I've got this big giant. You know what? I'm going to go back one more because that's too big. And it's 14 pixels. Half that'll do. Okay, you let me know if you're good for me to share your work on screen, and I'd love to take a peek at it. But I don't want to do it without your permission. So I'm just going to darken the creases in his eyes and then down under his nose, kind of sculpt. And then, and definitely this little shadow really helps define that chunky little cheek that we all love on babies, or at least I do. Everybody thinks like me, right? It could be weird to hate that on babies though, so there's no in between. Gonna smudge this up a little bit, especially those parts that are a little noisy. And just really highlight beautiful baby face. Okay, cool. I'm going to get to a stopping point here, and then we'll take a peek. If I don't finish what I started, then I'll like confuse myself. And I always want to stay in the direction of the bend of the skin. There we go. And sometimes I'll go in and kind of give a painterly effect to the moon. But I actually like the idea of so for those of you who cannot read my chat, Lobase is getting PPA ads on Facebook and Instagram again. They're coming for you, man. Trying to make a living. I specifically told them to target you. There's going to be a Backstreet Boys. Is it Backstreet Boys? I was gonna sing it for a second, but I'm not. I'll get my copyright. Okay, cool. Oh, here, I'll tell you what. Nope. All right, you know what? Let me try this again. I've got to do it in Chrome where I'm signed in. Now, here we go. All right. World of Transit. Very cool. Oh, what's happening here? Let me get my... So that's interesting. How did you get into transportation? Is it just combining the things you're interested in? Man, I'm most popular when I'm on stream. Oh, so you do portraits also. I love it. It's so cranky. It's time to branch out. I get it. I love your work. I love cityscapes too. Two hobbies in one. Perfect. I always lean towards the one with smoke or steam or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about trains, but that's really cool. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna scooch up here and give you a follow. Gotta get around my... Awesome. All right, I gotta get this baby. Okay, I cracked through those. The rest of this session ought to move pretty quickly because they didn't want a huge gallery. So I feel a little bad. Oh, I do like this guy. Okay, 680. Let's do that one. Oops, I already got it open. Okay, and then 684. Yeah, absolutely. And I've still got it open. So this will just be kind of a little quickie composite. And then I got to start back at 689. Oh, this is actually going to be the last composite. I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. 692. Because then we get to the family pictures, and I never edit the family pictures on stream. What number did I just say? 692? Yes. Okay, so I never edit the family pictures on stream because I want the family to be the first one to see those. And of course, I have everybody's permission to edit on stream anyway. That's why I'm not on here all the time. Sometimes I'll get busy and I'll get in a streak of people that would prefer to stay offline. And then so I'm editing offline. If you eliminate the titles behind everybody's name, you know what? I worked hard for those letters. I'm going to put them everywhere I get a chance to. Now, if by some miracle my master artist case, so I've got 3 of the 4 merited are sealed, and if either 2 of them goes loan or the last one merits and then 1 of them goes loan, then I get my master artist degree. And I already have my master's, my CVP, and my craftsman, and I want that master artist. And I don't care if anybody else knows what they mean or cares what they mean. I'm pumped. Did I already? Look at this guy. I don't even know. So right now, I'm not sure about the order. I think I'm M, Photog, CR, CPP. To be honest, I don't even know what some of them are. I know there are some fellowship things that I'm not um, able or qualified for yet. Whatever. I would, you know what? If they were like, this is just for knowing your vowels, you better believe I would be the first one in line. Proudly. I'm not ashamed. And if they gave a trophy for it, you better believe it. I don't know what that is. But I would if it's a trophy. Sign me right up. Let's see here. I'm also certified in all 5 categories with NAPCP. So it's not just CPA. It's everywhere. Although I think I intended to drop my membership, and for some reason they kept my membership this year. So don't tell anybody. I don't know what that's about, but let's see. Whoops. I would not win that. That's one trophy I would surrender. I love a good trophy. Although there was one competition I entered strictly because they had trophies this year, and then found out that only the local people could actually win the trophies, but they looked a little bit like the globe that my mom's ashes are in. So not having that, I'm okay with that too. That was a little different. people with U.S. trophies. I don't want that one. But then they would lose. I guess you only win that one once. Merge these. See, you are a trophy collector. You can't fool me. Let's see here. Whoops. Now I have Backstreet Boys stuck in my head. I guess I can't. Maybe that's why I want music so badly, because I can't go without stuff being stuck in my head unless I have music in my head. All right, and I think there was maybe a parent arm back here. Yep, there it is. Let's take that out. Collect my own trophies and my see, you love trophies too, right? Everybody loves trophies. Trophies are fun. Whoops. Another screen for that. Did I get it? There's weird stuff going. There's weird stuff. I can't see very well for some reason. So let's try this. Okay. Oh, there's a foot. Can't have that. Let's just. Nope. Not like that. Like that. And I want you back. I think that came on a Peloton ride. That's why I was never really a boy band girl. Okay, the feet are gone. I cannot remember if, I don't think I did. Did I run colors on this? I don't think I did. Doesn't look like it. Has some photos of things I can never get again. Oh, okay. Yes, that is a trophy. And I like to think I give every client trophies for their wall. I've looked at an auction photographer job. Make a big deal about wanting you to have photography experience. They want you to take the photos with your phone. Well, I guess it would be important to have. So what are they doing? Just taking pictures of the product? So it'd be like product photography. I did. So before I opened my studio, at the end of commercials where they have the still picture of the product, that was my job. It was so rewarding and creative and being very sarcastic. But, I got to use the camera, so it was better than other jobs. Okay, so let's get rid of the foot in this one because it'll be easier to do here than it will. I mean, I guess that probably doesn't actually matter. But I would like to keep this negative space. I love some good negative space. And I keep this canvas kind of vignette happening too. And oh, okay, it's not as late as I thought. Good. So I should be able to get this done, wrapped up tonight. Not the Backstreet Boys. I don't even know if it's the Backstreet Boys. but it is PBA's song, Pillow Bass. There's a weird color shift going on because it's further from my light. So I'm going to warm that little section up just a bit. Maybe it would be easier to just do this. If I can make them line up. Maybe not. Maybe it's not easier, actually. Maybe it's harder. Voice Play did a boy band medley that I don't know what Voice Play is. I'm about to learn something. I can feel it. Okay, I might use a little warp action here just to get baby boy without changing his face. We're good so far. And then we'll duplicate this layer. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Nope. Entirely wrong. There we go. I actually did want that layer, but I did not want to erase from it. Okay, I'm gonna open this, but I'm gonna save it for later because I don't need it. No copyrighted material. Okay, I'm gonna save it for later. Okay. So what's everybody shooting? What's coming up? What's fun? What's exciting? I have some maternity coming up. What else do I have? You know, it's funny when I get in these seasons that are so busy, I don't look very far ahead, which could be bad because Voice Play, they're one of two. Oh, it's acapella. I love some acapella. All right, I'll have to check that out. Just want to blend that a little bit. And then back here, hide that ear. And maybe get rid of this hard edge because that'll show up more in print than it's going to. Definitely need to be careful though because that's real close too. It's real close to the edge, so I don't actually see it though. Oh, we love Moana in this house. That's good music. That's the best Disney music in probably since I was a kid. So like Little Mermaid era, good stuff. Okay, and I'm going to. No, I'm not. I changed my mind. I'm going to warm it up a little bit though, because that blue tends to really cool everything off. And then I'm going to darken the top layer and take it back on the highlights. Ooh, is this Moana? My girls will need to definitely see that. There we go. Aww. Oh, and I just thought of something else I need to do. This is my list. This is my to-do list for like today or before we leave this weekend. And that's for PTA, which I know you adore. But I forgot to warm up my darken layer, and that makes a huge difference. So now I'm going to do that. And now it's going to get mad at me. Um, are you talking about the Shiny song? That is a masterpiece. I am obsessed with it. That's my favorite part of that whole movie. And if my kids are watching it and I'm doing something else, they'll like pause it and call me in during that one. Like they know Mama's not gonna miss Tomatoa. Okay, so we are done with the baby pictures. There are 112, and I'm gonna move on to the Moana is so good. I watch it. I like if I'm ever picking something for my kids to watch, I pick that, but I would legitimately watch it without them. Now, I've been dying to just grab a few of these from the U.S. men's national team game. I'm not an event photographer. I'm terrible at event photography. And I just brought super basic lenses because I kind of told myself, okay, I'm putting it on here. Okay, I've got them both paused. They're ready to go. And I'll give a full review the next time I'm on here. I hate event photography, if I'm being honest. I know some people are so good at it, but I hate not being able to control lighting and positioning. If I could like I could see really liking athletic photography because you can kind of control some of that stuff depending on your angle, but I would have to have like free reign of the whole place. I'd have to be able to go onto the field. They frown on that. I don't know. It's weird. But I just, weddings, parties, sporting events. I was asked to once in the minute. Did you do it though? Did you do that the one time? I shot weddings up until 2015. And this is how close we were to the corner kicks as a family event. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day that people invite me to their wedding, but like that but they're not like, "Well, you could bring your camera, like it's just little." Like that's gonna mean I'm just gonna like, you know, photograph their wedding for free. Let's see. I like this one. Okay, I'm gonna open just a couple of these because I've been waiting. And when we first went in, I was kind of annoyed with myself because I didn't want the shoots I already do planning up. I feel like that would be hard. I haven't given up. I feel like the transportation stuff would be hard because it's kind of the same thing. You can't control. Like if I had control of the weather, sure, or like a big enough strobe to. Have you ever done light painting? with a train. That would be so cool. I love light painting. I'm okay at it. I haven't done it that much, but the results, like get somebody skilled at it, it's beautiful. Okay, and this was a celebration after their first goal. And most of these are soft because again, I'm terrible at event photography. And I was trying to be, I was trying to be like in the moment and enjoy it and like get to look at them, like reach out, grab them. I didn't grab anybody. But, also grab something to hold, I wrote mean things on the wall. Did you do light painting, um, graffiti? Never had the opportunity to do. Yeah, that seems like that would be difficult. You never know. Maybe there would be some instance where you could, I don't know, work with somebody. Weather dependent. Yes. How is your weather? Is it, I live in a climate that usually we get all four seasons. We didn't really get much spring this year. I think I might do this one too because I think we could do something cool with the stadium lights. Maybe play with colors and stuff too. I saw they have an official photographer for the World Cup team. But he's not really a photographer, he's like an illustrator. Which the stuff's been really cool. I just don't know why it's not me. Never mind the fact I'm not an illustrator. Timetables for trains and buses, and then oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel like my equipment is not the right equipment for that. Never a way to tell whether, yeah, you never can tell. I don't know. Our weather is so unpredictable. Even, they try. 238. Oh wait, I like that one better. 244. Let's do that one. And it's crazy to see this in person because I know I've rattled on about this a lot, but it was remarkable um how fast they're moving. It's amazing. I got to see the 94 World Cup team and now I got to see um the 22 mostly if everybody could stop getting hurt. Um my socks are that's okay. Nothing like a good wet sock feeling. All right, let's see. I'm going to sharpen a little bit. Yeah, that's a good amount. I used to get, oh wow. Right? When you work in an office. Um, I have a friend. He was at one of my speaking things, and then we got seated together at the ASP gala in January. But he does a lot of airplane photography, and they look like composites because they're so stunning, but they're not for the most part. I think he does some compositing, but he is an expert in like World War II airplanes, and he's done some light painting. Obviously they were parked, but he does some really beautiful light painting, and definitely worth checking out. Let's see here. Let me reduce noise on this. I want to keep a good part of the kind of raspiness. This guy's head was in my way. So rude. I was very relieved. We had the seats where you don't really sit down. They have like there's a bench there, but um it's more for desperation. You have to sit on a bench. Yeah, I'm used to just warming everything up. Do I want to take this blurry head out? See, I could never do, I don't know if it's, here's the Indiana in me. If it's reportage or reportage, which is what I would say. But you're not allowed to like change anything. And I would not do it. Okay, here, let me find his. And he's done some books too. Okay, so here's, I'll link his aviation gallery. Here we go. Let's see. I wonder if he's on Instagram or anything. I'm, I don't know that he is. LinkedIn and Facebook. Super nice guy too. Okay. So I guess I'll leave this one. I just gonna keep looking at it. But I want to keep. Oh, here we're done with the baby. We've moved on. I kind of like. We were in the second row, so we had almost perfect seats. Um, Let me see what else we got here. And then they were playing Morocco, and Morocco started like warming up right in front of us, which was really cool, but it was also obstructing my view. Like, and the amount of ground these men cover. I want to use pictures that the U.S. is winning. I mean, they won the game, but like, it seemed like every time I picked up my other's the end. So I didn't take that many, and I was kind of irritated with myself for even bringing it. I I'm sure that I bet it is the hardest. I mean, I don't. What would the easiest be? I feel like nothing would be easy. Cars, maybe. Hey, how's it going? PNW. Welcome. What's going on? Mountains? Okay, I'm game. On board for some mountains. Okay, so this image is a little bit soft. Yes, I absolutely do. If they can offer trophies. I love trophies and people in Twitch. This guy's head was in the way. Man, it kind of when I was shooting it, I was like, "Oh, that's cool," like the crowd in front of me. But now I'm like, no, that'd be hard to composite too. I'll just composite somebody else's feet. Let's see. Let's first set up the composition because this is kind of hard to tell if it's straight. I think it's pretty straight, and I want to keep that light. Man, all my reminders are annoying me. Me of the past is annoying me because I haven't done what I need to do. I know. I know. But maybe if I put some more heads there, it would just seem like it was intentional. Cameraman right in my way. Rude. Just rude. I should have just climbed over the barrier and run onto the field. I think I probably could have gotten pretty far. We'll go to the spotlight here. Look, it's like he's getting abducted. Well, let's see. What can I do here? And I'm not going to give the color back in there. Oh, I really want to hold on to that though. You know what? Maybe we'll go panoramic. Mm, there we go. Just go with it. This is event photography. Do you see now why I don't shoot wedding? Shot reminds me of macro shot of a rose. I got home and one of the leaves was covering the rose. Oh, were they maybe he was shy. Maybe he was like Jim Morrison and he wouldn't turn around to the crowd. Here we go. I'm going to give it a 2010 sun flare. One of these pictures had some nice like highlights. No, it's not this one because it's a little out of focus. Pretend you didn't see that. Like I said, not an event photographer. I was kind of mad at myself for bringing it. And then I told myself, well, at least, I can, like, if it breaks or something, then I can buy a new one. It'd be an excuse to buy a new one because I haven't gotten new equipment in like 1,000 years. What lens for this? 24-74 or something like that. I mean, it's a studio lens. It was stupid. But here we are. And I was kind of like maybe hoping it would get ruined. But then I was like, maybe not because I had other sessions. I could just like obsess over the light. I might just do that. Zimmerman's out of focus, but I'm going to do it anyway. Mm. Well, I have a 70 to 200, but I have a Tamron and it's pretty slow. And we were so close that like on these shots, that would have been it would have been like an eyeball shot of him. But at the other end, it would have been helpful. It's just that lens is too slow. I don't use it very often. It was fun to do something a little bit different, but I was kind of torn between like getting to be right there in the moment and feeling like I was seeing them and not just photographing them. Yes. Well, let's see. Did I get a picture of the actual event photographers in front of me? I don't think I did. I was not paying any attention to them. Let me see. And they were getting rained on. The seats were covered, but the photographers area was not. I guess I didn't. I thought it was in one of them. Maybe I got a bum one. I don't know. It's old too. Mine is almost 12 years old. So it probably needs to be recalibrated or something like that. But it's so bulky too that I didn't want to have something kind of clanking around because I mean, we were on our feet the whole time. Oh, this is the one where I was like, okay, their arms make sense. I thought it did. It kind of doesn't now. Just get out of my way. It's a free kick. And like, I know this is not my bread and butter, but it was fun. Bring the bazooka. They frown on that. All right. Well, I actually don't mind that. So I'm gonna darken it again because that's what I do. I can't help myself. And I'm going to get them abducted as well. Now it's too dark. Let's go through the vignette. I'm trying to drown out the guy's head there too. I've seen Nikon have an all-in-one with a 3000 zoom. You are making me hungry because actually bread and butter sounds delicious right now. So okay, well at least I got something. We were actually really lucky because their first two goals were directly in front of us. We were in the second row, and their celebration was like I could have like reached out and grabbed one of them, and I didn't. And I said that already, but I didn't. And then Morocco's PK that they shanked essentially was right in front of us. So we only missed the third goal, and it was a PK on the other end for us. And I didn't want to see that anyway, but it was good. We were good. 7,000. You got to work on like arm strength for that. He found out he didn't know. I'm taking a minute of silence for somebody who didn't know about Hawaiian rolls. My husband doesn't like them. We can't have them because we're vegan. But I do remember the day I could. Sometimes you just need something to talk about. Oops, that was big. I mean, these guys are so fast and like they're chiseled out of marble. And TV just does not do that justice. That's your soulmate. When my husband and I were first dating, he was vegan and I was just vegetarian, so I thought I would be nice and try to make him brownies. And they tasted like puke. And he dated me anyway, and that's how he knew that I knew he wasn't marrying me for my cooking skills, which is a good thing. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Queen Zoe. Yes, come hang out. Come see us. In fact, I've got to get out of here too. So let's see if we can find somebody to um, raid. We got 6 whole people here. So who's on right now? Does anybody have any suggestions? I don't know how to look on my phone. I'm still not good at this. Hey, I tried. I stopped trying after we got married. I'll take that back. I can bake. It's just that meals, I don't cook meals. Well, I'd get takeout every day. Pop my back. All right, let's see if I can figure out this Twitch business. Does anybody have a suggestion? Who is live? Dominic Carter TV is live. Let's hit it. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Thank you guys always for, I'm gonna have to spell it. I'm just gonna go check and see. Okay, I think that's it. All right, thank you guys as always for being here, and follow me here, follow me on YouTube and on Instagram, and hit me up. I will follow you back always, because we gotta stick together. Thank you guys so much. I will be back in a couple days. Have a good one.
Allie Elliott. Oh, never heard of that name, but what's going on? How's it going? Raid. We've got a raid in the house. Poverish. Maybe it's Poverish. Poverish is the one controlling the raid. Right on.
That's why you my mommy. Please.